Good morning, sir.
Good morning. Okay. Okay, I think last class we discussed about the GL account, how to create GL account. I think I explained mostly, right? Did we discussed about GL creation? Hello.
Yes, sir. General.
Yeah. Did we discussed about GL creation? How?
Yes.
Okay. So we'll create the general ledger. We'll start to create the general ledger. Okay. General ledger usually we can have the access in both screen, like we are having the access in easy access also, and we are having the access in IMG apps as also. Okay, in implementation project, so I'll mute this one. Okay, so we are having access of GL creation in both screen. In both screens means in IMG access also we are having. Access also we are having GL creation and in easy access also means end user level also we are having GL creation. Okay, so at the time of implementation, as I told you, what is implementation is? Implementation means a new installation of SAP in the company. Right? So this is what we call as implementation, right? So at the time of implementation, consultant used to create a general ledger. Once after implementation of SAP in the system or in the company, we'll hand out the system to our customer, and after that they will take care of the creation, modification, addition, like that. They will take care. Addition of GL ledger, they will take care of all these things. Okay, but at the time of implementation, we require the integration. For integration purpose, we are going to create the, as a consultant, we are going to create the ledgers. That's the reason we are having in both screens. Okay, we are having the access in both screens. We can create in IMG level also, or we can create the GL in easy access also. So I'll give both path. If you want, you can go with any one option you can use to create the GL. In easy access, we can open the accounting, financial accounting, general ledger creation, general ledger, master record, GL accounts, individual processing, FS00 centrally. As we discussed about the chart of account, there are three types of chart of account we discussed. So one is operating chart of account, second one is company code level, country specific chart of account, and group chart of account. In that way, we are having three types of creation also. So one is centralized creation, and we are having one more option called as the GL creation at chart of account level, and we are having another third one, GL creation at company code level. So initially we are having only one company and with one operating chart of account. That's the reason we are going to use to create in centralized way. Okay, GL can be created by financial consultant or financial employee, but that can be used by any other department like SD, and controlling department. Okay, I'll come to IMG level. There also I can have the access to create the GL. In financial accounting new, in IMG level, general ledger accounting new, master data, GL account creation and processing, and edit GL account individual processing. See here, we are having the same option what we got, what we are getting in this level, right? In easy access also we are using the same T code, and here also same. So GL account centrally, at chart of account, and at company code level. Any one option you can use to create. Okay, so I'll go with creation of general ledger centrally. If we click on this, we'll get the screen like this. There we'll have many options. We'll go by one. See, this is a find button. If you want to find any ledger but you don't know the number or group, so what you need to just click on this, just input the contents. Say example, I'm looking for sundry creditors. I'm looking for sundry creditors, say example. Press enter. So you can easily find the required GL account. Okay. And if you want to create the ledger newly, then click on this button. And if you want to see the contents, what are the ledgers you created, if you want to see the contents in that ledger, in that particular ledger, just select the ledger and click on display. Then this will get open. There you can view the content, what are the contents you maintain, you can see. And if you want to change the contents, select the GL and click on change button. Once you click on change button, you will get this GL get opened, and in that you can do any changes, and after that you need to save. Then if you want to create one more similar to this account, if I want to create one more GL similar to this account, then I use copy option. So by clicking this one, I need to give the reference and where I'm going to copy this, which number I want to copy. So this is a source GL and this is a target GL. Okay, from 4006002, and next number I can give 601, 602, or which is available in the group you can give. Okay, we can use the copy option also. And here we are having one more option called block. Block means we can block the GL. Say example, I can block for GL bar creation, I can block for posting, or I can block for planning. At chart of account level also I block, at company code level also I can block. That up to us what kind of blocking we require. Then again we are having a deletion option. It's a deletion indicator. If you want to delete this particular ledger, select this and click on delete button, but here we will not able to delete, only we can mark for deletion. We are having one more T code, in that we are going to delete this master data. This is GL master data. Usually in real time what will happen, in real time we will not delete the master data, any master data. It may be customer master data, or it may be vendor master data, or any data we will not delete. If you are not using that, what we do, we are going to block that. Although we are having the delete option, but we are not deleting the master data, because it will take lot of data or lot of fields we need to input while creating the master data. That's the reason what we do, we are not going to delete any master data in real time. But here we are having, in SAP we are having the options to delete. Okay, and this button is change company code. As we are having the display of some other company code, AC50, if you want to see your company code, just click on this change your company code and input your company code PSD and enter. We will getting information like this. What is telling this? Specify an existing value means as of now we didn't create any ledger. Okay, so it is telling like that. Okay, press enter and you can cancel that one. Once we create, automatically it will come to this level. Okay, so this is left side is the this is what we called as so left side, this box is this is what we called as tree or hierarchy. So I can view the hierarchy here, hierarchy display. If you don't want to see the hierarchy, do not display the hierarchy tree and select and save. Come back again, enter into centralized. See, you are not able to see the hierarchy in left side. And again, if you want to see that one, go to settings, hierarchy display, and display accounts in navigation tree. Okay, we'll get the information like this. The new settings will take effect once the transaction is restarted. Okay, what I'll do, I'll come out and I'll re-enter into this one. Okay, sorry, it's not changing. Settings, hierarchy, yes. Let me check once again. Okay. See, I can able to see the ledger tree. These are the ledgers which we maintain. Okay, then to create one GL ledger, I need to fill three levels of data I need to fill, or 3 levels of input I need to make. So one is type description, okay, second one is control data, and third one is bank data. In type descriptions, what I'll do in type description, so I'm going to input my account group, what are the account group we are having or we created in previous classes, that I'm going to mention here, and what kind of account it is, whether it is a P&L account or it is a balance sheet, I need to mention. I cannot select both because P&L is a separate and balance sheet is a separate account, so that's the reason I need to maintain separately. Then I need to mention the ledger which I want to create under this group. I need to mention ledger which I want to create under this group. We are having a two option here. One is short text. Short text means I can give only 15 character here. If my ledger name exceeds 15 character, then I need to mention here with the GL long text, or I can either copy and paste it here. That also possible. So these are the things I need to maintain in type description level. Then I will move to control data. In control data, we are having many options. Out of that, account currency is one option. Account currency here, INR is picked up. Why? At the time of creation of my company code, I mentioned my transaction or my company code currency will be INR. That's the reason it has taken automatically. Okay. Then there is an option has been selected here. The only balances in local currency. What does it mean? If you want to see the balance of this particular ledger, then I need to select this one. If I want to see the balances, means local currency means what? This is also called as local currency. Company code currency is also called as local currency. So I mentioned here. Company code currency is also called as local currency. Okay, if you want to see the balances in local currency, you need to select this one. So that is up to you if you want to see the balances. And we are having one more option called line item display. We'll discuss all these things later. Line item display. What is line item display? If you want to see the balances of this particular ledger, line balance, assume that in this particular month or in January month, you made a transaction, or made 10 transactions or 10 or 20, 15 transactions you made in that particular ledger. Assume that you did 15 transactions in that particular rent account. If you want to see the 15 transactions one by one, then you need to select line item display. So I can view the balance one by one. Line item display. So here line item display, and here we are having another option called sort key. So what is sort key? Sort key, visually we are not going to create any sort key here. Only 5 or 6 sort keys we are going to use. I'll mention that one. 001 is for posting date. I'll explain what is sort key, sorry. Posting date 012, that is vendor number, 018 asset number, 027 value date, 0331 customer number. So these are the sort keys we are going to use in general ledger. So what is sort key? Sort key is nothing but it will sort out the GL according to, or it will sort out the GL at the time of reporting. How we need to sort out, we can mention here. For this account, I'm going to select, it's a normal account, I'm going to select as posting keys. Means this that particular ledger should be sorted out on the basis of posting key. So that is what called as sort key. Next, we're having one more option, third layer or third phase, create bank or interest. There I need to input my field status group. Last class we discussed about what is field status group. It controls the fields in the GL posting, right? While posting the GL account or GL entries, we'll get very much fields. In that fields, how to control, whether I can hide, I can put it as a required entry, or I can select as optional entry or on display mode. We discuss all these things. So according to this one,
Sir, can you start from type of description, sir?
why
It's
I
not
start?
understand for us.
So what is the problem in the type description?
No, I can't understand. We can't understand, sir.
That's what. What is the doubt in that? I'm telling. What is your doubt?
No, that account group, that we can't able to understand that administrative expenses, that PL statement like that, sir. Generally, we understood that on the time of the entering the system, we can't understood, sir.
Account group is what? Last class we discussed about account group, right? I think you remember. Last class we created the group, account group. Okay, so these are the groups which we created, right? In which
Yes.
in which group
Yes.
if I want to create the ledger in this group, I need to give the number range in between these. Okay. Then
Yes, sir.
yeah, I'm creating. If I assume that if you are creating ledger under shared capital account group, what kind of account it is? It is a P&L account or balance sheet. Then that is I need to mention here. Are you getting?
Yes, sir, I'm getting, sir.
Okay, and in this particular group, what type of ledger I'm going to create? Which account? This is what we call as individual ledger, and this one is group.
Okay.
Group maintained by consultant, and this by using this group I'm creating ledger. This is what we call as individual ledger. So this is group and this is ledger. Okay, and ledgers comes under whether it's a P&L account or balance sheet account. I need to mention. I think you remember regarding group. In last class we created group, right? Hope you remember.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, I am remember.
Okay. Then, so these are the groups which we are creating, and under that group we are going to create the ledger. So I think you are aware of structure of chart of account. I'll explain once again. structure of chart of account. So why we require any ledger? Why we require any ledger? What is the purpose of creating a ledger? What is the purpose of creating ledger?
For posting the reports.
Yes, posting the entry, right? So entry posting we require ledger, right? So in our previous class we maintained the chart of account, right? So under that we created account group. Okay, so now we are creating ledger under account group, ledgers under account group. With the help of ledger we are going to post the entries, right? With the help of postings we can able to generate the report. So this is what we call a structure. Now we are in the middle of the structure of chart of account. Okay, now we are trying to create the ledger, and ledger should comes under account group, and account groups comes under chart of account. In creation of ledger, we are trying to say to my system is that I am creating the ledger this under this group. This will be P&L account or balance sheet, any one of account I need to select. Okay, then under this group I am creating ledger, this ledger. This is what I'll create from your system. I'll take this your company code. Okay, assume that I am creating a new ledger here, and in this group, okay, something is deleted. Okay, I want to create the ledger under share capital account group, and at the time of creation of group I mentioned for this particular group the account number ranges should start from 1 lakh to 1,199,000. If I want to create the ledger under share capital group, I can give the number in between these 1 lakh to 1,199,000. Okay, so this is a number range which we mentioned in creation of account group. Say example, my PS. So this is my company code, right? This is my chart of account, I think. Let me check with OB13 there. Yes, this is my company code. PSD is my company code. For that company code, I created chart of account as a PSCA, and the same chart of account I assigned to company code. PSD. Yes, this is my chart of account, right? And this is my company code. Under this chart of account, I created account group. Okay, this is my account groups, and while creating the account group I mentioned the number ranges. See,
Yes, last time we did that number ranges.
yes, that's what I'm telling. And now I'm trying to create the GL under this number ranges. So
Based on these numbers.
Yes, based on this number. If I want to create the GL account in this particular group, share capital group, I need to give the range in between. Okay, 1 lakh is the starting point, and 1,199,000 is the ending. In between I can create, means in this group I can create 200 ledgers. 1 lakh, 1 lakh 1, 1 lakh 2 I can use. 1 lakh 3, 1 lakh 4, like that. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so we'll continue. Okay, so I'll try to create in your company code. Okay, click on create, and here I'll give 1 lakh, and my company code is PSD. This is just a number, it's not a money or amount. Okay, press enter,
Okay.
and account group I am going to select share capital account, because If I am going to select any other account, system will not allow me to select that. Why? Because at the time of creation of account group, I mentioned, see here it is telling account group CA means, CA means current assets only be defined for account from 200 to 2,399. I cannot use this account. Why? Because while creating the group, I mentioned the number ranges. So I need to give the suitable group here. See here, I'll select share capital account, system will accept. See. Okay. What kind of account it is?
Yes, sir.
Share capital, what type of account it is? Whether it's a balance sheet or a P&L account?
Balance sheet.
Yes, balance. Select balance sheet. You can select any one option. You cannot select both. Okay. You cannot select both. Okay. Under this means under share capital account, which account you want to create? Which account you want to create? So here I'll mention here I need to give that GL account number. Say example, I want to create equity share capital account, and here I can give the expansion of that particular ledger if any expansion is there. Equity share capital, or you can copy this and save it here or paste it here. So that up to you whether you want to expand a ledger and give, can mention, otherwise leave it blank, no issue. Okay, this is my first level, and next I'll come to control data level. Here account currency INR, it's mentioning INR because at the time of creation of company code I mentioned INR is my currency. It is also called as local currency. It is also called as local currency. If you want to see the balances in local currency, then you need to select it. If you want to see the balance of this particular ledger in your local currency, then you need to select only balances in local currency. Okay. Then line item display. What is line item display? As I told you, if you are having more than one transaction, if you want to see the balances or transaction one by one, then select the line item display. Then sort key. What is sort key? It will sort out the GL at the time of reporting. It will sort out the GL at the time of reporting. Okay. Here in this case, I'm going to, it's a normal account. In this case, I'm going to select 001 as sort key, means I'm going to select this particular ledger on posting date, or I need to sort out this ledger on basis of posting date. Are you getting it, or want me to explain once more?
Small, sir.
Okay. So see, this level is okay, no? Type description is completed. Okay, no issues in this level.
That is okay.
Okay. Okay. Control data, come to control data. Here the account currency is there, right? It has taken automatically INR. Where it comes? At the time of creation of company code. Remember, at the time of creation, of company code. Okay. So my company code is PSD. See, website software, and double click on this. At the time of creation, I mentioned my currency is INR, right? That's the reason in the GL creation also I am getting same. It is also called as local currency. It is also called as local currency. If you want to see the balances, or if you see the balances of this particular ledger in INR, then you need to select this one. If you want to see the balance of this particular ledger in your local currency, then select INR. Then we'll discuss later all these things. Come to line item display here. So what is line item display? If you are having more than one transaction and you want to see the transaction one by one. Okay, so one by one. If you are having 15 transactions in a particular ledger, if you want to see the 15 transaction line by line. 15 lines they need to maintain. Then you need to select line item display. Then you need to select line item. I'll show that one how it is work. I'll go to FPL 3N and discuss regarding this later. See here, these are the transactions in sundry creditor account. See here, too many transactions are there. This is one line item, this is one line item, this is one line item. If you are selecting line item display, I can able to see one by one. This is what we call as line items. One transaction is called as one line item. This is what we call line item. One row is called as one line item. So I can view the balance in line by line. Yeah. Then come to create bank or interest. There I need to input the field status group. So what field status group? As it is a normal or a basic creation of ledger, I am going to select field status group as G001. So general text G001, sorry. Okay, after that click on save. Now I can change the company code and I can able to view my company code. What are the ledgers we maintain? Okay. Cleared?
Sir,
Yeah.
field status group that we have created at the time of chart of account, no? That ID, or we generally need to select G001?
No. In this case, I'm going to select G001. This is a normal account. For this account, I'm going to select this one. This one is my creation only. So in last class, we created, right? That the same configurations we are using here. The same configurations we are using. Okay. We are not using any standard configurations. What are the things we created in GL creations? We are using all the configurations. Okay, account group is mine, control data is mine, and in field status also it's mine. Okay. Next we'll move to next level, and I'll discuss regarding GL creation. Okay, GL creations will be at two types. One is a normal ledger. Just now we had created a normal ledger, and we are having one more type of ledger. It's called as special ledger. So special ledger, we are having reconciliation account. What is reconciliation usually? Reconciliation means we are tallying by using two data, right, or two reports. We are comparing with the two reports, right? Assume that you are having a bank statement or bank account, and as well as in the same you are having a company. You need to verify with these two accounts, right? That's the reason it is called as a reconciliation. Reconciliation means collecting the data from different source to get one output. Okay, collecting the data from different source to get on one output. That is what we call as reconciliation. Reconcile means we are having two or more data. With the help of two or more data, we are generating one report. Okay, so these are some example of reconciliation account: sundry creditors, sundry debtors, asset account with depreciation, advance from customer, or down payment what we receive from the customer, advance to vendor, what are the down payment we made to vendor, and accumulated depreciation. These are all called as reconciliation account. Reconciliation means we are having too many transaction with customer, vendor, asset, like that. That's the reason we need to reconcile with each other. We'll discuss regarding this later. While creation of customer, we discuss about sundry debtors. While creating the vendors, I'll discuss about creditors. Say example. So what is reconciliation account? I'll discuss here only. Say example, I'm selecting or I'm considering sundry debtors as a reconciliation account. So why we are considering this as a reconciliation account? So this sundry debtors we are going to link to customer. We are going to link to AR or account receivable. At the time of customer creation. At the time of customer creation. Okay, with customer we are having many transactions, right? So example, we are going to sell the goods, sales returns. With customers we are having this transaction, sales returns, partial payment, again sales, like that we are having so many transactions. By seeing once you will not able to see, or you will not able to get the correct view of this account. That's the reason we need to reconcile. Say assume that you did sales of 1 lakh. Out of 1 lakh you return 10,000 worth of goods, and after that you will make the payment of 30,000. Again you purchase you sold the 50,000 value of goods. If you see once, you will not able to understand how much I need to receive from the customer. We need to reconcile with all this data, right? So that is what we call as reconciliation. Reconciliation means with vendor also we are having too many transactions, with customer also we are having too many transactions, with asset also we are having too many transactions. That's the reason it is considered as a reconciliation account. This is treated as a special, but we need to do some changes in GL creation also. I'll show that one, how we are going to create the special ledgers or special GLs. And one more special ledgers we are having is called as payables or open item management. When payment is going to make in future. So assume that we are having too many expenses need to pay in future dates, like we need to pay sales tax, we need to pay service tax, we need to pay GST, customs, outstanding expense, all these things we need to maintain. But I know I know these expenses I need to pay, but right now I'm not paying. That's the reason it's showing as open item. Still it is open, and all this kind of accounts will be maintained under liabilities and provisions. Okay, reconnect, we'll discuss this one. So payables, as I told you, what are the expenses we are going to pay in future dates, that is considered as a open item management. All these kind of expenses we are going to show in liability side. Once it get paid, then it comes to expenses side of the P&L account. Still it will be under liability side. That's the reason it is called as payable. So these two types of accounts is considered as a special GL account, but creations will be not similar to normal account. Okay, next we'll move to next creation. We'll create the GL account in reserves and surplus. Okay, click on create here. GL account number 100200. Enter. Account group reserves and surplus. Again it comes under balance sheet account. Under that I need to mention retained earnings account. Hope you heard this one, name of retained earnings account. At the time of chart of account, we did one more configuration regarding retained earnings account. See, this is balance carry forward, I think you remember. Okay, there I mentioned the account. Okay, so this is a delivery key and this one is the account number where I am going to transfer the balances from one fiscal year to another fiscal year. Okay, from this retained earning I'm just creating. Okay, now control data same, select only balances in local currency, select line item display, again sort key is 001, so it's a normal account, and click on create bank or interest G001. Save. Okay, then in the group of secured and unsecured loan group, just click on create 00400, enter. Account group secured and unsecured loan group,
balance sheet
account, IDBI Bank loan account. Copy and paste it here again. Control data, select only balances in local currency, select line item display, sort key 001, then click on create bank or interest, create bank or interest G005. It's related to bank account. That's the reason I need to select bank field status. Okay, save this. Next I'll move to liabilities and provisions group. I mentioned the number ranges 1,06,000 to 1,07,99. So in between I need to give the number. Okay, I'll go to creation and here I'm mentioning 100600. Okay, company code PSD, enter. Come to type description, liabilities and provisions. Okay, again it comes under balance sheet, and water profile ledger, or what ledger I'm going to create here, outstanding expenses. Outstanding expenses account. Okay, outstanding means we need to pay this kind of expenses in future dates. Okay, control data, as I told you, this is considered as a special. I need to maintain one more option, or I need to add one more option here. So select only balances in local currency, that's okay, and select line item display, that's also okay. And this one I need to select open item management, means this expenses still not yet closed. Okay, that's the reason I'm telling my system that this kind of account is considered as open, still open. Okay, sort key 001, then click on create bank interest. There is no changes in field status. I'll select G001, save. Okay, in the same group, create and 100601, I'll give one after one. Account group, liabilities and provisions, balance sheet account, and here I'm going to create sundry creditors, or it's also called as accounts payable. As I told you, it's a reconciliation account and it's considered as a special. When it comes to reconciliation account, as I told you, this reconciliation account I'm going to assign to my vendors. While creating the vendor, I'm going to assign this ledgers to my vendor. Okay, with vendor we are having so many transactions, as I told you, and hence we are having a domestic vendor also and foreign vendor also. That's the reason I'm not going to select only balances in local currency, because we are having a outside vendors also. That's the reason I'm not going to select local currency. Instead of that, I'm having another option, reconciliation account for account type will be vendor. When I'm not selecting local currency, and much should I need to select this one. When you are selecting account type as currency, reconciliation account type, then no need to maintain only balances in local currency. You should remember that. Okay. Then line item display is mandatory, and when you are selecting a reconciliation account type, then sort key should be similar to that reconciliation accounts. So example, here my reconciliation account is vendor and my sort key should be on the basis of vendor, means this ledger will be sorted out on the basis of vendor number. Okay, then click on create bank or interest. Hence it's a reconciliation account. I need to mention the field status regarding to reconciliation G067. Okay, then save. Or
Sir, in control data we don't have sundry creditors, no? We don't select open item management.
No, we are not selecting, because it's a reconciliation account and hence we are not selecting that one. Okay, as it is a payable, we can select, but we are not selecting that one because it's a reconciliation account. No, that's the reason we are not selecting. And okay, then in the same group click on create, and I'll go to create 100602, enter. Liabilities and provisions, account group, balance sheet account, and my ledger name is advance from customer account. Advance, what are the advance we received from the customer, that is considered as, or it is also called as down payment received, down payment received account. Control data, again it's a reconciliation account. I am not selecting local currency. I can select reconciliation account for account type customer. As I am receiving the down payment from customer, I need to select reconciliation account type as customer. Select the line item display, and sort key should be similar to this one, 031, that is customer number. Then click on create bank interest. G067. Save. Okay, now we'll create ledger in same group. Click on create and 00603. Enter. Description, liabilities and provisions, balance sheet account, and here I'll give the TDS payable account. I'll copy and paste it here. Control data, select only balances in local currency, select line item display, and select open item management 001. Click on create bank interest 001. Save. Okay, in the similar way I'm going to create some more account. What I'll do, I'm not going to create create button. I'm not going to click on create button. What I'll do, I'm going to create by using this one, or I'm going to copy from this and I'm going to create some more ledgers. So I'll select this one and click on copy, and I'm going to give the GL account number as 100604. What I'm telling, from 100603, I'm going to copy to 100604. Okay, press enter. Here I need to change the description. Only number I need to change, and description I'm going to change, and other controls I'm not going to change. It will be, let it be same, or it will be as earlier. Okay, what I'll do, I'm going to delete this and I'll give sales tax payable. Okay, sales tax payable, and I'm going to save this. Just I'm copying from the TDS payable. It should be, or it is similar to this account. Okay, again I'll copy, select and copy 605. Service tax payable account. Then again copy 606, enter, and customs payable. When you're having a similar account, rather than wasting of time, you can copy and create the ledger. Okay, when it is a similar account. Okay, next that's enough for liabilities as of now. When we'll move to asset side. Okay, asset side. First we'll create the ledger under fixed asset group. Then come to this screen, click on create. GL account number 2,10,000. You can give any number. By practice I'm giving like this. Enter. And account group, fixed asset, balance sheet account. Here I'm going to take land as ledger name. Land as a ledger name. For land we are not having a depreciation, so it is treated as a normal account. Land we are not having a depreciation as of now, so that's the reason it is treated as a normal ledger. Okay, come to control data, select only balances in local currency, select line item display, but sort key will be 018. This asset or this account should be sorted out on the basis of asset number. Okay, then click on create bank interest. Field status should be G007, asset account without accumulated depreciation. Means I am telling that there is no depreciation on this particular asset, but it is considered as a asset. Okay, save. In the same group, click on create 2,11,200,11 PSD, enter. Account group, fixed asset, balance sheet account, building account. For building we are having the depreciation, hence it is considered as a reconciliation. Okay, when we are having a depreciation, it is a reconciliation account. In control data we are not selecting reconciliation account, and it's a depreciation account, we are not selecting the local currency, and it is treated as a reconciliation. Okay, in that case we are going to select reconciliation account for account type asset, then select line item display, sort key it should be maintained or sort out by on the basis of asset number. Okay, when it's a reconciliation account, then my field status should be G067. Save. Okay, what I'll do, I'm going to copy and I'm going to create some more account. Building in the plant and machinery. Copy and paste. Save. Copy again. Furniture and fixture account. Copy. Vehicle. Okay, so in this way you can create fixed asset. Like this you can add computer, AC, refrigerator, fan, table fan, ceiling fan, like that you can add. Okay, washing machine, oven, like that. For having so many fixed asset we can add here. Okay, but as of now this is enough. Next we'll go to current asset side. Current asset number range start from 2,200,000 to 2,399,000. Okay, there I'm going to maintain the bank regulated GLs. Okay, click on create and 200,200, company code PSD, enter, and account group current asset, balance sheet account, cash account. Cash account. Okay, cash will be our petty cash account also, you can give. Control data, it's a normal account. Always cash account will be maintained on bank also. In the bank we are going to maintain the cash account. So okay, at that bank the sort key should be 027. I'll let you know what is sort key for 027 at the time of posting. Okay, click on create bank interest, G005. G005. Save. In the same way I'm going to create some more account which is similar to cash account. So what I'll do, I'm going to copy from cash account, copy 201. For this I'm going to give as a HDFC bank account, HDFC bank account. Save. Copy again. 200202 ICICI bank account. Copy. 2003 Axis